So this is the Breakers.
long did
It
it
was
take to build
built
this?
by one of the Vanderbilts as their summer cottage. It has 70 rooms. It took a couple of years to build. And if you've ever been to the Biltmore in Asheville, North Carolina, you need to go see this house. This house is much more opulent, much more detailed. It's just over the top. It is amazing. They have fountains under the staircase, which I thought was really cool. They have used or decorated or done something with almost every inch of this house. And it is, Biltmore has nothing on this.
And now here we are at the Castle Hill Lighthouse, back in the background, as you can tell. And this is in Rhode Island. This is one of the stops.
Newport, Rhode Island, off of Ocean Drive. And apparently Jackie O has a house out here, and it may be across the bay back there, but we haven't seen it yet that we know of.
The big house right across the ocean right there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, at this campsite, we met some fellow Travata owners. We became friends. We actually sat down that night and had supper with them, and have been in contact with them ever since.
Hey everybody, so today, now we are in Falmouth, Massachusetts, and behind us to the left here is the bike path that we're on. It's a 10.8 mile bike path, I think. It's paved.
Real nice path.
Yeah, and then over here we have a cranberry bog. We're actually on private property. We're fixing to leave, but first time I've seen one of those. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Definitely a gore.
All right. There you go.
But I don't know what kind of gore. Hey, so we are at Herring Cove Beach near Provincetown in Cape Cod. There's nobody in the water, and we're kind of wondering why. We don't know if it's because of the shark sign that we saw earlier, or because it's so freaking cold in the water. We just don't know.
It's a long beach. Several hundred people. I wouldn't say thousands.
No.
Are here, but like you said, nobody getting any more than their feet in the water. It is chilly water.
Pretty cold.
I actually put on my swimming trunks. I was going to swim, but I don't want to be the only food source for a shark if there's one out there.
Yeah.
Going around. As you can see, the water is pretty clear, and it's rocky. And the lady we met just before we got on the beach, she said that none of this dune was here years ago. There was a hurricane or something, I guess, that washed all this dune into here. Very rocky.
We are driving through the Cape Cod National Seashore, and it's very wooded. A little surprised by that.
The tower you see in the background is where the Mayflower Pilgrims came ashore in Provincetown in 1620 before they settled at Plymouth Rock. Where you at?
I have no idea. Harwich, Massachusetts.
And the lake is Pleasant Lake.
Well, or it's Higgins Pond. We don't know.
Believe it or not, there's a big old lake, and there's a sunset right over there. I did that because, and she just stopped. This woman does not find herself in the woods after dark.
Nope.
And as I just turned it on, I tried to catch her. She was running to catch up to me. And yep, we will be out of the woods and before it gets dark.
At least one of us will, because one of us is scared of ninjas.
She'll explain that one of these days too.
Maybe.
Here's a sign that says Hinckley's Pond. There's a sunset again back off in the background. Long story short, cranberry festival with nothing that you could eat with cranberries in it. We are on board a full-scale reproduction of the Mayflower. We're in Plymouth. We saw the Plymouth Rock. We'll kind of show you, we're down inside the quarters.
Steerage.
Steerage area where they steer the ship. Guided, the mechanisms to turn the ship are down below deck, and the people above deck would tell them where to turn it. It's just part of it. Jen promised me a lot of coastal waters, and she provided them. And the crowd gets quiet as she starts to putt the ball. Oh! It's a par 6 and she's halfway there. She's did good. Donuts made from potatoes. They tasted pretty good.
Hey, so we are in Kennebunkport, Maine. Just walking through all the shops. We did actually finally make it to Maine. So we're just enjoying the day. We've had perfect weather this whole trip. It's been amazing. So pretty happy. How about you?
I'm good. Love it.
Hey, so we are at Pine Point Beach in Scarborough, Maine. We got to the campground and didn't really want to go out anywhere else. Everything else was quite a ways away, so we just decided to come to the beach, ride the bikes to the beach. So here we are, and this is a very wide beach. The tide is out, but it's still a lot of space between here and the soft sand.
Tide is way out. We might just coming back. Well, maybe not.
It may be coming back.
Show a side view of it here. There you go.
So now we're gonna head back to the campground and go eat and hang out for the night, I guess.
Jen's gonna figure out how she's gonna carry shells on a
All
bike,
those shells.
one-handed, because we don't have a basket on our bikes. So we'll see how that works.
Throughout our travels, you'll see quite a few lighthouses. My mother had a love of them, so do I.
Pizza's so good, we would almost go back just to get another pizza there. They had 2 ovens that size. We did get to do a train ride. Wasn't a whole lot to talk about. Kind of a down and back. This is not our jacket. It was on the post when we got there. As the sign said, it was extremely hard and it was some scrambling. This is one of the most beautiful pictures I've taken on this trip. Love the view from the top. This was a very hard climb and actually had to do scrambling. Jen has a picture she'll post probably in front of this. But you actually have to climb rocks, and some of them you're sliding on as you're trying to climb. So she's scared of short distances to the ground as she starts to fall. So she decided to stop, and I'm gonna catch her on the way back.
Hey, so we are at the Penobscot Narrows Bridge and Observatory. This is the tallest observatory on a bridge in the Western Hemisphere of the world. There are 3 others: Thailand, Sri Lanka, Slovakia. I don't remember. Anyway, y'all can look it up. Anyway, we're here and we can actually see scooter down there. It's pretty up here.
I'm gonna show you out the window. Get that, folks. This is another amazing view. We are pretty high off the ground. Enjoyed it. We are at Fort Knox, not the one in Kentucky, the one in Maine. And this fort guarded the river between the Spanish and English wars, Spanish-American wars, that's it. And they guarded with, I bet they have 50 cannons out here, cannon spots for cannons. And if a ship tried to come up through here, if they didn't hit him, I mean, you'd shake enough water to run him out of the river, probably. But you can see behind us, that's the inside of the fort. Here's some of the cannon spots here. You can see all the way around.
All the way around.
All the way around. And then it goes down inside, and there's cannons, at least 3 or 4 in each one of those dome-shaped, arch-shaped openings there in the bottom. And then it goes all the way around here to more. This was again, one of the places that kind of amazes me is how much steel, iron, and cannonballs and people. I think it's 100 people that manned this place.
It took, 8 to man a cannon? One cannon.
Yeah. And like I said, I think they had a good opportunity to protect this spot. This was one of the places that's kind of like a kid in a candy store. I could have walked around this thing, which we did, walk around just about in every back room, door, storage area. It was amazing.
We are this close to Acadia, just so close. Actually, I think we are in Acadia. We're on Mount Desert Island. We're at Seal Cove. There's no seals here.
Right.
Just
No, we came to see seals. And
there's none.
No
It's
seals.
just the name.
And just, to let you know what we're going to do, I think we're going to Cadillac Mountain next, and I bet there's not going to be any Cadillacs up there.
We're going up there tomorrow. We're not going for sunrise. We're not going for sunset. We didn't want to have to get up at 3:30 to be up there by 6 for sunrise.
To get a parking spot.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So we're just going to go up during the day. So,
I told her we could go up and just camp over the night and stay there and be there to get I don't know if they'll let you do that.
I don't know if they probably won't. So.
But we are having lunch. Lunch is sandwiches,
And trail mix?
potato chips, trail mix, with the ocean again out in front of us. The ocean seems to be everywhere. She actually said that we're going up intentionally to have the ocean on our side all the way up to Maine and back. We're already in Maine.
My whole point of the trip was to stay along the East Coast and see the water as much as possible, and we have.
I've about watered out.
I better not be. Hey, so today is the day that I have been waiting for. It's the whole point of this trip. We are in Acadia National Park. Raymond and I were in Maine in 2007, about a year before we got married, and I've wanted to come back and go to Acadia for a long time, probably ever since then. And I am finally here, and I'm super excited. I told Raymond, I said, I'm gonna be like a kid in a candy store, looking at all the stuff and the things and the people and the trees and the water and the boats and just all of it. So I'm pretty excited. Hey everybody, so we are officially in Acadia now. We are on the Bubbles Divide Trail. If you can see behind us, there's a bunch of rocks we gotta go up. We're already 0.2, 0.3 miles into this 0.4 mile trail. Not a bad trail, it's just up again.
And she likes climbing up these boulders.
Apparently, because I picked the trail.
Again. Bubble rock looks like a rock that it wouldn't take very much at all to shove it off the cliff. We were hiking around and saw these signs of where bird watchers were, and actually went out to a point where they had a ranger spotting birds. The East Coast has a lot of places you can find where waves are crashing. You had to really find a spot where it didn't have people in it, though, in the pictures. I get to see any moose while driving around or anywhere. And we didn't get to go to White Mountain. It was kind of out of the direction once we got in that location. This is one video in a playlist of 4. The easiest way to get to the next video is to select the tab that appeared here. If you've been to some of these places that we've traveled and want to share your stories with us, just add your comments below. You know the drill. If you like what you've seen in this video and want to see more, hit the like and the subscribe buttons.